So I went back and watched the Super Bowl is what I watched. And then I went back and watched a couple of games they lost. The Chicago game and then the Rams game that they lost. That Rams game was on a Thursday night. Kind of a short week thing that they had to deal with, but they took an L on that game. I will focus first. Would you rather talk about the offense or the defense first for this Buccaneers?
Tampa Bay's offense.
You want to talk
because
about
I think that is a problem.
Okay, where the problems for Tampa Bay for the Cowboys is clearly going to be at receiver. Clearly having to deal with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and then also having to deal with Antonio Brown.
Yeah, the bad part about that is I've been talking to some people, talking to sports people.
Antonio Brown's getting it together.
They say Antonio Brown is kind of looking like old Antonio Brown. And if you're new to football, I'd like to break you some news. Antonio Brown was the best receiver in football. And
he sure was.
He's their number 3.
Yeah.
And if he's back to what he was, yeesh.
He's focused now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you where I would be worried if I was the Cowboys. Not so much the vertical stuff that you're going to have to get and deal with Mike Evans. I worry about the stuff that's really quick. And what happens to the Buccaneers is when Brady feels like you're starting to get to him a little bit, they'll screen you to death with those wide receivers. It happened in the Super Bowl. It happens in the Bears game that I watched again, and then that Rams game. When Brady was feeling pressure and you play off coverage, and when he detects that you're not up on those receivers, and I think this is where the Cowboys have got to. You can't give these guys what we talk about, that free access into these routes, because what will happen is they'll kill you with these screens. Evans will run through you. Godwin will run through you, and again, Brown will run through you. But they will until you show them that you're going to walk up and play on top of them, you have to be ready for them throwing that ball quick to the outside and then letting those guys handle what they need to handle.
Well, that'd be a pretty good test right away for Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
Because at least my belief is that one of the things they're really focused on is our guys in the middle that can come help on those screens.
Right.
Run fast, hit hard. Micah Parsons, Keanu Neal.
Yeah.
We're going to run fast and we're going to hit hard.
That's exactly where both the Bears and then the Bears and the Rams, they were able to get their linebackers out quick. And I think that's something that if the Cowboys do have some success where Brady starts to feel some pressure from the edge, then you're going to see that ball get out quick, and it's going to go to the outside first. I think that's their mechanism for how they handle pressure. Like, let's just quickly, we're going to make you defend the whole field, sideline to sideline. And so keep an eye on that. Again, Evans going down the field. I'll tell you this about the Super Bowl, and I didn't remember this when we watched at your house that one day, Jeff. Kansas City gave them 6 first downs by penalty in the first half of that game.
Ooh.
Whether it was defensive holding, pass interference, they were lined up offsides. The Buccaneers kick a field goal to get 3 points. There's offsides against Kansas City. They get the ball back on offense, automatic first down, and then they score a touchdown, basically 2 plays later. So you have to think about playing clean against these guys because they're a very, very physical team. Now, I will say this on their offensive line. I think the right side of their offensive line is actually better than the left side of their offensive line. And on the left side of that line is Donovan Smith, the tackle, and Ali Morpet. Both those guys were second-round picks. Teams that were able to get pressure were able to make Morpet and Smith have to move. There were a couple of times where the Rams got twist stunts home, and we've seen that with the Cowboys with their ability to get, how do you get Tank home? How do you get Randy Gregory home? Right. Your ability to get those defensive tackles up the field and then around. So if the Cowboys, I think if the Cowboys are going to attack somebody, I would attack Donovan Smith, the left tackle, because I think Tristan Wirfs, I think he's really, really, really good. Yeah, he's
the
not
blind side.
Yeah, he's not gonna give up much there. And what they'll also do if they feel like that you're pressuring them a bunch, they'll leave the tight end in.
They'll make Gronk come punch you.
They will make Gronkowski stay on the edge or play as a wing. So keep an eye on that for if whoever they determine could be the best rusher, they might give Smith help more so than Wirfs.
So is Osa correct with his statement about you get Brady out of the pocket, he's 50% worse?
Absolutely. You got to get him to move. Now, the thing about him is the accuracy. He doesn't get enough on the ball when he has to move. But he's always thinking about moving a little bit just to kind of buy himself. I mean, you'll see him slide every once in a while, but the Rams did a really nice job of pushing the middle on him. And people that have always played Tom Brady say if you get his eye level down, you could affect how he plays. So it's going to be a matter of can you win enough in the middle? I think where the Cowboys are going to have to win is off the edges. I don't know. I mean, like I said, Marpet, I would get him moving a little bit. Just in the games I saw, it was just seemed like that he struggled with guys that were quick on him that way. So they're outstanding, by the way. I mean, I know this doesn't mean much to you because you don't want to see it as part of, we don't like to run the ball. A lot of people don't like.
We got no problem running the ball if you run the ball well.
They got two physical backs. Ronald Jones and Fournette are two physical guys. And if you don't, and then they got Bernard, the problem what they do is Fournette doesn't catch as well. So if Fournette's in the game and the ball's swinging to him, you might get a drop or two. I think that's why they went and got Bernard, because he can catch the ball better than than Ronald Jones and Fournette.
You're making me think about, with a couple of these different things, the screen game and with these running backs.
Yeah.
They both make me think the same thing, which is, man, I can't wait to watch Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he is going to be an eraser of much.
Yeah, they're going to have to run like hell, I think, in this game. And I think the Buccaneers are going to make them cover sidelines to sidelines. I just be ready for that.